Hey there guys, Robert here, and welcome back to Season 1 of the US State Marble Race. Last time, these 8 states did not make it to the finish, so they were all up for elimination. We have a total of 15 votes, which is 2 more than last time, so let's get started. Minnesota and Colorado are the only 2 states that did not receive a vote at all, so they're both safe. Missouri, Michigan, and Arizona are all safe with 1 vote. Oregon is safe with 2 votes. California, South Dakota, one of you will be eliminated from the competition. And the final state safe is South Dakota with 3 votes. I'm sorry, California, but with 7 votes, you are eliminated. Now let's put you in the results box. Alright guys, with California eliminated, we are left with our final 21. But it is soon to become our final 22 again, because one of these 28 eliminated states will rejoin the competition. So place your bets, boys. Which state do you think will rejoin the competition? This is going to be the 3rd rejoin ceremony of the season. Good luck. For this rejoin ceremony, we have a total of 14 votes, which is 1 less than the amount of elimination votes we've received this episode, and also the least amount of rejoin votes that we got this season in the competition. So, now without further ado, let's get on with the votes. Out of all of you here today, only 7 received at least 1 vote, while the rest have received 0 votes. So the way that I'm going to be doing this process is that I'm going to go row by row to determine which state is in the top 7 in the voting. So let's start with the first row: North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Wyoming, Alaska, Delaware, Hawaii, and Nebraska. I can tell you right now that only 3 of you are in the top 7, and those states are North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and Alaska, which means Wyoming, Delaware, Hawaii, and Nebraska all do not rejoin. Sorry, guys. Now let's go on to our second row: Alabama, Georgia, Montana, Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts, and Oklahoma. Out of all of you in this row here, only 1 of you is in the top 7, and that state is Massachusetts, which means the rest of you do not rejoin. I am terribly sorry. Now for the third row: Maryland, Rhode Island, Mississippi, Arkansas, Virginia, Iowa, and South Carolina. Out of the 7 of you, only 1 of you is in the top 7, and that state is South Carolina, which means the rest of you do not rejoin. And now we're on to our last row: Maine, New Mexico, New Hampshire, West Virginia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Kentucky. Out of all of you here in this row, only 2 of you have made it into the top 7. And those 2 states are New Mexico and North Carolina, which means Maine, New Hampshire, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Kentucky all do not rejoin. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, this is it. We have your top 7 in the voting. These states have at least 1 vote: North Dakota, Pennsylvania, Alaska, Massachusetts, South Carolina, New Mexico, and North Carolina. Only 1 of you will get the chance to be the 3rd state to rejoin this competition. And I can tell you right now that only 2 of you have received more than 1 vote, while the rest of you have received only 1 vote. So the 2 states that are in the top 2 of this voting are Pennsylvania and North Carolina, which means North Dakota, Alaska, Massachusetts, South Carolina, and New Mexico all do not rejoin because they received only 1 vote. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, now we are left with your top 2, Pennsylvania and North Carolina. Only 1 of you will be rejoining the game, and 1 of you will not. The 3rd state to rejoin the competition is North Carolina with 5 votes. Pennsylvania, you do not rejoin with only 4 votes. Congratulations, North Carolina. With 5 votes, you officially rejoined the game. Welcome back to the competition, North Carolina. Now let's update the results box. Alright guys, with California eliminated and North Carolina rejoining, we are left with our final 22 again. Yep, it looks like the Golden State is not going to take home gold in the end, but at least North Carolina is back. That's pretty cool, I guess. So, yeah, welcome back, North Carolina. We missed you, and now it's back to only 3 of the original 13 colonies left. And also, New Jersey still remains the only state left in the first row. So if New Jersey gets eliminated again, then there will be no more states in the first row. So, yeah. Now, let's get started with this marble run for our final 22 through this Parkour Palace, which was made by an Algodoo user named Wisteria. Credit goes to them. They did an amazing job as always. And since I'm doing this very late, you know what that means. Sped. It's time for some sped. Let's do some speed, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good luck, final 22. Yeah, a lot of you have already made it, including Florida. And all right, we are now left with 3 states, and I can tell you, okay, Illinois and Indiana have both made it. And that means Louisiana is the only state left, and Louisiana makes it. And now we're going to move on to the stage. Let's go. Okay, and all right, Florida, Idaho, and Oregon are the first 3 states to make it. Congratulations. Oh man, Ohio is stuck. That's not good. All right, let's see who makes it next. And wow, I saw Minnesota was stuck for a quick minute here. And I see that North Carolina makes it. Ohio, South Dakota, Minnesota, and now we're left with only Colorado. Come on, Colorado. I really don't want to have to crank this up to times 10 speed here. Come on, please. All right, Colorado has made it, and that means all of us will make it to the invisible stage in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, South Dakota's made it first, and that's followed by Louisiana, New Jersey, and a few other states, including Illinois and Texas and North Carolina. And now we're already left with 2 states, Tennessee and Minnesota. And now we're left with just Tennessee. And is Tennessee actually going to make it this time? Wow, Tennessee's really struggling with this right now. But not anymore, because the land of country music state is moving on to this dream fight. Go! All right, let's see who makes it. And it looks like Ohio made it first, and that's followed by a few other states. And, okay, and it looks like that only 1 state, 2 states remain. Okay, all of you already made it to the next stage. Way to go, guys. Yeah, let's move on to the next stage. Here we go. And, all right, it looks like Missouri made it on the fly, and a few other states did the same. All right, let's see who makes it next, and it's Ohio. And now only 2 states, 1 state remains, and that is Utah. And, oh my God, Washington, why would you do this? Why? All right, Washington actually makes it, and now we're left with Utah. Let's see. Okay, Utah's made it, and that means all of them make it to this stage. Here we go. All right, New Jersey has made it first, and that's followed by a few other states. Let's see who makes it next. And, alrighty then. Missouri has made it. New York, Arizona, Washington. And, all right, we're left with 2 states, Florida and Idaho. Florida's made it, and now we're left with Idaho, right? Yeah, Idaho. Don't make me crank this up to 10x speed. Thank you. All right, now we're moving on to the anime stage. Here we go. And, all right, Colorado's made it. Kansas, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Louisiana, Ohio, and a few others. Attempts are already dwindling at a very rapid rate here. I see that Arizona's made it. South Dakota, Illinois, Texas, Michigan, and now we're only left with 3 states left, and there's only, now we're only left with 2 states left, and those 2 states are New York and Tennessee. Let's see who makes it next, and it's New York, which means Tennessee is the only state left. Let's see. Okay, Tennessee was on the brink of being up for elimination right there, but thankfully for that state, Tennessee is safe and moving on to this stage. Go! Alright, guys. Ohio's made it, and a few other states, including Florida, Michigan, New York, Washington, Missouri, Illinois, South Dakota, North Carolina, and Texas. And yes, since North Carolina rejoined, that means we're going to have to go back to, like, telling the difference between North Carolina and Texas again in terms of how similar their flags are. Yeah, I love doing that, don't I? When it comes to similar flags, right? Alright, Arizona's made it. Tennessee, and now we're left with, okay. Alright, Utah is the last state to make it to the next stage, and now we're moving on to the red zone. The toughest stage, go! Alright, let's see who makes it, and it's Idaho, Arizona, Indiana, Washington, South Dakota, Tennessee, Michigan, New Jersey, and also Texas, and North Carolina, and Florida, and Utah, and Louisiana, and let's see who else also makes it. Oh, Colorado almost made it, but unfortunately didn't. Alright, New York has made it, Nevada, and now we're left with 3 states left, Colorado, Missouri, and Illinois. Okay, make that just... Alright. Illinois and Missouri have made it, which means we are left with Colorado. I have a feeling this is going to take a long-ass time, so I'm going to crank this up to 10x speed. Alright, Colorado's finally made it, and that means we're going to be moving on to the final stage, and for this one, we're going to bring it back to normal speed. As always, whoever makes it to the finish is safe. Whoever doesn't will be up for elimination. Good luck to all 22 of you. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Alright, guys, let's see who's safe. It looks like Indiana's safe, Washington. Oh boy, and it looks like quite a few of you, well, wow, pretty much a lot of you are up for elimination, aren't you? Okay, yeah, the fact that I guess a lot of yous are up for elimination, that's really gotta stink. Alright, so these states are up for elimination, and those states are New Jersey, New York, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, Missouri, Utah, Kansas, Oregon, and Michigan. Meanwhile, these states are safe, and those states are Indiana, South Dakota, Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida, Washington, Louisiana, Ohio, Minnesota, Illinois, and Arizona. Congratulations to all of you. You are all safe. And yeah, the rest of you guys are up for elimination. So viewers, voters, subscribers, and everyone else out there, vote for which state should be eliminated by going to the trouble link in the description and pinned comment. Voting will end tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so start voting.